Hey guys, this is what happened, but you weren't here, so you missed it. We're working on our wild brown and vegetarian fried rice today. So I guess we should start with the ingredients. Okay, we've got our rice. Now I used 1 cup of the brown rice blend, and then 2 cups of the jasmine rice, and I cook that in my rice cooker so that I go 2 to 1. So it's 2 cups of water to every 1 cup of rice. So there was 3 cups of rice total, and that's 6 cups of water. Then we've got some sweet green peas, some chopped up garlic, an entire pound of carrots sliced, and an entire head of celery sliced. We've got 1 can of bamboo shoots and 1 can of water chestnuts. I'm out of mushrooms, so unfortunately we're not going to have any mushrooms today. 1 onion sliced coarsely. 3 eggs scrambled and cut up. 1/2 a package of tofu that's the extra firm, because if you get the soft, it's going to end up like salad dressing, so that's not cool. And the people who are going to have the meat in there's 2 leftover chicken cutlets from the other night sliced. You're also going to need some oil for frying, some hot chili sesame oil, that's optional if you like it a little hot, some kind of soy sauce. I like tamari. So let's see, and you're also going to need 1/2 stick of butter, which I don't have on the table right now, but we'll get to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your very large frying pan and get it nice and hot. And we're going to put in I'd say 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, so we got the onions, carrots, and celery in the pan. And what we're going to add to that is a good tablespoon of garlic. And while that's cooking, I forgot to mention the tofu. Now, I did mention the tofu. Well, what I did was I drained the water that came with the tofu, and then I sliced it crisscross and put in probably about 3 tablespoons of tamari. So that can soak and soak it in. And I'm going to do the same thing with the chicken. I'm going to take the chicken and I'm just going to drizzle some of the tamari over the chicken so that the flavor will go into the chicken. Okay, so this has been cooking a good 15 to 20 minutes. If you like your carrots softer, cook it a few minutes longer. Okay, so we're going to put the rice in from the rice cooker. And you just want to get that mixed up with the vegetables.
Looks yummy.
Getting there. The pan's going to get pretty full, so make sure you have a big enough pan. I got one of these giant frying pans because the one that I usually use, it couldn't hold everything anymore. You gotta make sure your pan is really hot too, otherwise it's just gonna get mushy. Okay, so then I guess we can put in the bamboo shoots and the water chestnuts. It doesn't matter what kind you get. You don't even have to use water chestnuts or bamboo shoots. You can put in, sometimes in the summertime, I put in zucchini because it's fresh. Whatever vegetables you like, put in. I mean, there's no rules to this. Then you're ready to add in all your peas. You don't have to use this many peas. I just happen to like peas a lot, and they're peas, so it's healthy if you don't eat meat. Keep mixing it around. Don't let it sit too long, otherwise it's going to burn because your pan's on a high heat. Alright, so it's been another 5 minutes, just long enough to get the peas up to temperature of the rest of the stuff and the rice. And now we're ready to add our tofu. So just dump the tofu in there.
Now it says 2 bars.
Okay. And we're also ready to add our butter and our egg.
Never mind, now it's one.
Okay. So you get all of that mixed up.
That looks so delish.
It's getting there, Kristen.
I really like the egg and the tofu. That makes it.
Yeah. Well, it's a necessity if you're a vegetarian because you got to get your protein from somewhere. Okay, so I always wait until after I put the tofu in because it's got the soy sauce in it. Now I can estimate how much soy sauce I need. Now, a little kick, just a few drops of the hot sesame oil because this stuff is hot. Not hot sesame, hot chili sesame oil. Alright, so we want to get this to a nice golden brown, so we're probably going to add like, I don't know, probably between 1/8 of a cup and 1/4 of a cup of tamari. Or any kind of soy sauce that you like. You can even use teriyaki. So you just got to keep it moving. You got to experiment. Don't put too much soy sauce in all at once because you can always add more, but you can't take it out. So it looks like I'm going to need just a little bit more because I like it a little brown. I like it to have a little flavor. So probably a little, you know, another tablespoon maybe of the soy sauce. Okay, so we're just going to get this mixed up in uniform in color because some of the rice is still a little bit white. So once we get that done, we're going to take some of it out, and that's going to be the vegetarian, and then we're going to add the meat to it, and that's the last ingredient. So that looks pretty even. Alright, so I'm going to take out some of this so I cannot eat the meat and I can still enjoy this. So this is not all I'm eating tonight. This is going to be for leftovers too. So don't get excited. Everybody was probably like, wow, Janet can eat a lot on her diet. That's an awful lot for one dinner. Alright, so put that aside for later. And for the people who want to have meat in theirs, now we're going to add our 2 chicken cutlets that were left over.
Wish you had cut those a little smaller.
Yeah, I usually do cut it a little smaller, but I was kind of in a hurry, so it's got pretty big pieces of chicken, but that's alright. So you just mix that up until the chicken gets completely heated through. Which shouldn't be too long because I preheated it a little bit in the microwave. Because I don't want the rice to get too mushy. Because the longer you cook the rice in the pan, the longer it's going to get mushy. You know, it has more time to get mushy. So you want to do this as quickly as possible. Okay, so I guess you get the idea then. This is what your finished product's going to look like. And I'm not going to taste it because it's got the meat in it. So yeah, just make sure everything is evenly coated. So I hope you enjoyed our vegetarian or meat fried rice. Till next time, much love.